Stream begin. Okay. Hello, and welcome to Overcorrections. I know it's been a little bit. There was some real life excitement that has delayed us being able to do another set of overcorrections, but we're here now and we're back. And this week we've got something very special because we are going to be overcorrecting Pokemon HMs. A frequently mocked staple of the beloved series. They've changed a bit over the years. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a minute to define exactly what HMs are. Because obviously in most of the games there are certain moves that are considered HMs. Little items that you get. You can teach the moves to your Pokemon. You can use the items an infinite number of times. And another staple of the HMs is you cannot erase the moves. Once a Pokemon knows that move, they know that move permanently. So, we've got an HM. And we're going to define this by the move rather than by the item. Because I think the item is really less important for the sake of the system. Because the item could just as easily be replaced by you gained the ability to teach the Pokemon this thing without actually having the item there, and it wouldn't change the system literally at all. So the item, the HM, not the item. The HM is going to be defined as a field move, meaning a move that you can use outside of combat in at least some situations. A field move that solves puzzles. Because another big important part of HMs is that they're always used to solve puzzles of some kind, and to different levels of complexity. Cut is used to remove barriers, and simply moves the barrier out of your way with no sort of complexity to it. Strength moves boulders around, and you can use that to cut off paths, to flip switches later in the game, and do all sorts of things. So I should say to solve puzzles or overcome obstacles. Because many of them are just for obstacles. And next we're going to talk about what the Pokemon Company did when they solved the problem of HMs, as well as what the problem with HMs was. And then we're going to talk about how we're going to solve it, and then we're actually going to do it. So the first thing is what the problem actually was. The problem with HMs was that because they were moves that were necessary in certain situations, the developers didn't want you to be able to rid yourself accidentally of the moves. And so the moves could not be erased. They couldn't be erased from the Pokemon under any circumstances. And so this meant that Pokemon were sometimes stuck with these moves that weren't always very good. And the other problem with it is that it meant that you had to have a Pokemon in your party know this specific move. And so it really limited a lot of your choices and expressibility and your individual expression with your Pokemon team, which is a lot of what the big attraction of Pokemon is about. You know, you can have a team of bugs or a team of birds or whatever. But in order to go through the game, in a lot of the earlier games, if you wanted to do that, you'd often have to have, 5 Pokemon that were your actual team, and then a 6th Pokemon that could learn the moves, the HM moves that your main team couldn't, or that you didn't want to teach them. Because particularly some of the moves like Cut and Flash are just not very good moves. So, now we're going to talk about how we're going to solve this. And so since we've defined HM, and I've defined HM here carefully, which is a field move that solves puzzles or overcomes obstacles, that doesn't have to be, any specific special move. So what our solution is going to be is, rather than getting rid of HMs, which is what the Pokemon Company did with Sun and Moon, they removed HMs entirely and replaced them with a secondary system that doesn't involve the Pokemon in your party in any way. What we're going to do instead is we are going to expand the system to become redundant. And so the quickest example of that is the move Cut. HM, I think it's actually HM1 is Cut. But it's HM whatever number is Cut. And Cut can be used on the dried up, shriveled up trees. And it makes them go away. And then you can walk right through it. But Cut is the only move in the game that can do this. So instead, in our expanded system, instead of Cut being the only move in the game that can do this, you could use, let me find a suitable one here. I'm sure I've passed a few. Oh, but you could use Flamethrower and burn away the trees. Or you could use Fury Swipes to cut down the trees. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this move list here. And we're going to assign as many of these as we can to one of the existing HMs. This is only Generation 1. We're limiting this to Generation 1 so that it will fit into our time frame. We're going to assign as many of them as we can to the existing HMs from Generation 1. And then we're going to take all of the rest of them and see what we can do with them. Some of them we might not turn into field moves. Some of them we might turn into new HMs. And some of them we... No, actually that's pretty much covers it. Well, I guess some of them we might figure out something better on a second pass. So we need, the one thing I forgot to pull up, we do need an actual list of all of the Pokemon HMs from Generation 1. that's not what I typed. Google's messing with me. Okay. There we go. Generation 1. I was right. HMO and cut.
You're gonna put the keyboard on here
No, I shouldn't need it again.
until you need it again.
Well, I might need it again. But if I do need it again, I shouldn't need it again, though.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll find out. I might be wrong.
Take it on bets.
Alright. So HM01 is cut. HM02 is fly. I'm going to put a little description so that we remember what these all do. So cut removes dead trees. I mean, I guess they're not really supposed to be dead, but they've always looked dead to me. Fly takes you to town. O3 is surf. Which lets you ride on water. O4 is strength. Which lets you push boulders. And O5 is flash, which lets you light dark areas. So the goal is to be able to assign as many of the existing Pokemon moves as possible to one of these 5 HMs. So that they all, or that as many of them as possible, probably not all, can fit into one of these categories. Meaning that there are 5 different types of field moves that do one of these 5 effects in the field. And some of them won't be, and that's okay. Because some moves were just not destined to be field moves. And since this list I have is in alphabetical order, we're just going to go in alphabetical order. Which means we're starting with Absorb. Which may end up being a cut move, but I think for now it's just going to be blank. Acid. Which I have pretty much the same feelings about. Acid Armor is definitely going to end up being a combat-only move. Agility we might have something for. But I'm not sure what, so I'm going to leave that blank for now as well. We're going to get to something, I promise. Amnesia was definitely going to be combat only. beam. Excuse me. I wasn't expecting that one. Snuck up on me. I probably should have found a list that actually had the move descriptions. Ah, okay. We'll just have to go into some of these. Rainbow colored beam, rainbow colored attack beam, rainbow colored beam, rainbow colored beam. Okay. So it's ice type, but it's just a pretty beam. So we're gonna leave that alone. Barrage. I think it's interesting. Also, what I'm realizing is that I'd forgotten that Rock Smash didn't exist in Gen 1.
I think it was a field TM move.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Along with Dig.
Yeah. But most things that interacted with the environment have always been HMs.
Yeah, most of them were HMs.
Rock Smash. Rock Smash was introduced in Gen 2, apparently.
Okay.
But it looks like it was a field TM in Gen 2. And it was an HM in Gen 3. Okay. So I'm realizing it's actually going to be easier. And probably a bit more fun if we use the moves from Gen 1, but we use the HMs from all of the generations. So real quick, let's go add these through. See if we can find some more fun stuff. Cut, Fly, Surf, Strength, Flash. Also Whirlpool and Waterfall. But I think Whirlpool and Waterfall are just going to fall under Surf.
What about Dive?
Yeah, I mean, I think they all need to go together. Hi, Oddrix. This is Overcorrections. We are fixing HMs in a way different than what the Pokemon Company did. So what we're doing is we're going through the list of all of the moves in the original Pokemon game and trying to assign them one of the HM abilities. For example, we might have Fury Swipes gets the ability to be used like Cut. So when you need to cut your way through a tree, you can use any move that cuts things rather than just the move Cut. Well, I'm glad you think so, Oddtrix. So we're going to add Rock Smash to this list. Breaks Rocks. That's not readable enough. Strength, Surf, Strength, blah, 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 blah. Cut, Fly, Surf, Strength. Defog. Sure. Whatever that is. I guess I didn't play Gen 4. I know I did. I just don't remember this. What did it do? Defog, non-damaging, blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. What does it do? Clears away fog from the area. Okay. So, alright, so defog is like flash for fog instead of darkness. Sure, it can go on the list. Because there's stuff we can do with that. Defog. Clears fog. Nintendo Switch will have GameCube and Virtual Console. Neat. Let's see. Oh, rock climb. There's stuff we can do with that, I'm sure. Rock climb. Help if I could spell today. Climbs up cliffs. Cut, fly, surf strength. Whirlpool, rock smash, waterfall, rock climb. Cut, fly, surf strength, waterfall, dive. Cut, fly, surf strength, waterfall. Cut, fly, surf strength, waterfall, rock smash, dive. Okay. That only got us a few more, but I think it got us the few more that we actually need. So now we have 8 total effects. Cut, fly, surf strength, flash, rock smash, defog, and rock climb. So now, considering those, take a look back at this. Flash, rock smash, defog, and rock climb. I can actually see agility maybe having like a defog effect. I definitely like Aurora Beam having a defog effect. Because of the Rudolph effect. The Rudolph... I can't talk or spell today. The Rudolph idea. Shiny nose. Actually, in that case, if we're going that route, then it should have a flash effect. So essentially you can use Aurora Beam to light up dark caves. I like it. Barrage, hits stuff a bunch of times. That's another normal type move, but... Well, actually we could do it as a rock smash. Use it to break stuff. The Rudolph effect, yes. P-Twitch C is once again the champion of the Alola region, which is good to know. Barrier is next on our list. I don't see it having an ability outside of combat. Same with Bide. If I pass by one of these moves and you see, and you think it could have the effect of one of the HMs outside of combat, let me know. let me know, because I'm not infallible. I can be overcorrected. Bite. Which I think would make a fine cut. Blizzard. Making bridges for that might be too narrow. Philip, you weren't here, but we're specifically doing the existing HMs. Though we are going to do a second pass on these if we have time. And on the second pass, we'll be adding stuff. But we might do... That would be a cool thing to add, though, if we get to the second pass. I'm tempted on Blizzard to make it work to replace Surf. The idea being that you just freeze the water beneath you and walk on top of it. The royal we, Oddtrix. Or me and my imaginary friend.
Hi.
My imaginary friend is apparently Chris. Group effort-ish. That's about as accurate as anything is going to get. I'm going to list Blizzard as a surf effect for now. Since no one's telling me it's completely stupid.
I like it.
Body Slam is next on our list. The royal we. Yes, that too, Oddtrix. I don't know. I was thinking strength, yeah. I was thinking it'd be a strength effect. That makes enough sense. I'm going with it. Strength effect for Body Slam. Bone Club is definitely going to be Rock Smash. Rock Smash. Bone Meringue. I don't know if Bone Meringue is going to have a effect.
Forgot that was even a move.
Gotta make 2 surface effects to display. That's annoying. Well, 1, that's literally 1 additional sprite in a game with dozens and dozens of sprites. 2, you don't actually have to. You could just use the same sprite and not ever actually have an explanation. It's not as if everything in the old school Pokemon games, it's not that annoying, Oddtrix. I mean, I don't know. I've done sprite animation before. Adding 1 sprite animation for an 8-bit sprite is not that annoying. It takes, 20 minutes at most.
Was he a project manager?
I don't know. It's like he's really harping on this being annoying. So like it's literally adding 1 thing. It's not hard. Like this is from a dev's point of view, literally. It's not hard. It's not annoying at all. I'm not really sure what you're on, Oddtrix. And again, you can just not do it. It wouldn't really change anything. In the old Pokemon games, you rode on giant turtles no matter what Pokemon you were surfing on.
I mean, Kirby.
Huh?
They look like Kirby.
I guess it kind of did look like like a Kirby. But either way, there weren't any Pokemon that actually looked like that. It was just kind of a representation of being on the water. It would be a bit more annoying, but we're pretending this is still Gen 1 anyway. Because otherwise there would be way too many moves. It was a blur under the water. Maybe. It was a generic excuse. Bone Meringue, I think, is just going to be combat only. I'm specifically using the Gen 1 move list because otherwise we would never finish. Yeah, I mentioned it a couple times, but I think they may have been before you guys were here. Well, that's all right. Bubble. There'd be a part 2. There'd be a part 6.
7.
This is the stream that never ends. Well, sadly, it has to end at some point because I want to finish this before next year, and this is the last Overcorrections of the year. Bubble. I think Bubble and Bubble Beam can both be surf effects. I want to be fairly generous with surf effects because it's really limiting to not have a surf.
It's also already limited to one type, essentially.
Yeah.
Nearly.
Well, with Blizzard, I gave it one more type. Only one, but I gave it one more type. Clamp. What's the description on Clamp? I'm thinking this might be a Rock Smash. Game descriptions. Foes clamped and squeezed by the user's shell. Yeah. Yeah. This is Water type Rock Smash. Comet Punch. Alright. I mean, I guess kind of is a wrap effect, but I was looking for the actual description, like what it says the Pokemon is supposed to be doing. Because I was thinking it was like Trap and Crush kind of thing. For Strength and Rock Smash. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking most of the punch moves are going to end up being Rock Smashes. Except maybe Fire Punch. Maybe? I don't know. Confuse Ray. Oh. Let's put a link in chat. Give him the clamps. Yes. Very good. Confuse Ray is just going to remain Confuse Ray. Same with Confusion. Unless you guys see Fire Punch for cut, burn the trees. Yep. Yeah. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of fire type cuts. Constrict. Huh. Do we want Constrict to be another Rock Smash? Burn the tree, start a forest fire. Absolutely. That's definitely what we're doing. Yes, as long as you're not in Georgia. Or Or anywhere with people. Just don't do anything anywhere with people. No, we don't want another Rock Smash. There. I'm cool with that. Conversion. What is conversion? I don't even know that move. Conversion. Yeah. Do you know what that is?
I don't know it offhand.
It's apparently a Gen 1 move. Where are you? Change the user's type. Oh, it was in fire red and leaf green. I see. There's no real people in California. Well, no, I can't. We can't do that anymore. My sister lives out there now, so. And Jesse. Oh, there's also JPL out there. So my friend that works for NASA's out there right now. So yeah, that's not gonna work. What about Tennessee? Wait, we already did that.
Burton, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that last week. Philip says, Chris, I need to trade Pokemon again as soon as you catch the legendary Lunala. I think that's right. I don't know. It's time to
Can
match.
you just play Pokemon like a normal person? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I don't think he can. Chris says, can't you just play Pokemon like a normal person? My sister's now an alien. I mean, alright. What type of alien, though? Like, that's important. Counter, I think, is just going to remain as it is.
Counter that rock.
When I was a kid, I was really confused by the move counter. Because I didn't know the term to counter something,
Right.
as in to turn it back. So I was really confused by it because I thought it meant like a kitchen counter. And I had no idea how it was supposed to work. Probably a reptilian.
Use it, nothing happens.
Right. Philip says A, I heard him. B, I'd use the storage network if it were open. C, no. I'm just keeping you abreast of the situation. All right.
Rests.
What about thighs? I'm into wings. Anyway, Crab Hammer. This is definitely a Rock Smash. Because it has the word hammer in it. Cut. I'm going to shock you all. There's going to be a cut effect. Be shocked. Defense curl, like all of the other defensive moves, is going to just be nothing. Dig is already a field move. It's already a field move, so we aren't doing anything to it. Because I don't think anything should have more than one field effect. Because even the ones that are context sensitive, it's a little potentially confusing. So I think just leaving that as its existing field move is cool. Dig is dig. I agree. I agree, Oddtrix. You could dig it. Ah. Dizzy Punch. What's the idea behind Dizzy Punch? I want to check the description on this. Oh, no. Oh, well, that'll work. Philip says Chris Pokemon Battle. I don't know if those are related words. He just kind of said all three of them. They're all capitalized, so.
Okay. I will battle some Pokemon.
Dizzy Punch. Rhythmic Punch that may leave it confused. Rhythmically launched punch. Rhythmic punch. Rhythmic punching. I don't know. For now, unless somebody is seeing something in this I don't, I think for now I'm going to just leave this blank. Like, not leave it as not being a field move. Double kick. I mean, I don't think we want every fighting move to be Rock Smash. So for now, I'm going to leave double kick alone. Same with double slap. But if we get to a second pass, that might change. Because I'm also not sure how many moves of each we're going to get to. I'll look at that stuff later. I didn't punch the mic. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. Who would do such a thing? Double team. If fighting moves are all Rock Smash, it makes it easier to remember. That's a very good point, actually, Oddtrix. Let me see. How many fighting moves are there? And are there any fighting moves that really would not work as a Rock Smash? Low kick, could be Rock Smash. Rolling kick, seismic toss. Submission. What does this do? Attack those hurts the user? Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Nope. I'm into it. I'm into it. All fighting type moves are Rock Smash. Most fire or electric can be flash. I'm sure we're going to run into a lot. We haven't run into much of that yet, but I'm sure we're going to run into plenty. Double up, double team. We're at double edge. Which double edge is just where I smash my face into you so hard that it hurts you, but it also kind of hurts me, right? A reckless life-risking tackle also damages the user quite a lot. Anything with wings can fly. Including anything with wings can fly you, including Scyther. Oh, that's true. I need to look up Scyther's moveset and find a move on there that can be fly. That can be fly, so that we can have Scyther. I don't have the whatchamacallit, the keyboard in front of me. So I'm going to get to Scyther's page in a really stupid way.
Does that count?
No. I mean,
Okay,
yes,
counts.
it does, but... Grass. Bug. Your Snorlax fainted after double edging through the rocks. You're right. No, that's definitely true. Double edge has to be a rock smash that actually hurts you too.
Ooh.
It's like you can use it as a rock smash. It's
You're
not
gonna
going to be fun.
You're gonna be disappointed by his move list.
Is it really short?
Oh yeah. You're gonna have to stretch a lot to make it if he's become fly.
That's okay. This is me we're talking about, at least.
I think the closest one is Swift.
Oh my god. Wait. He can learn wing attack.
You're not looking at his Gen 1 dex.
Yes, I am. In Pokemon Yellow.
Really?
He can learn wing attack.
Hold on one sec.
Gen 1, wing attack. We got there! I'm also going to take a look at TMs.
I don't... yeah, there it is.
Yeah. TMs really don't help. Unless rage is fly. If we're not designing for yellow, then what's the point? I'm going to agree with you based on the fact that Scyther needs to fly and literally nothing else. Gen 1 was kind of a dick to bug Pokemon. But Scyther did get Swords Dance, so it did get Swords Dance, Agility, and Double Team, so not all was lost. Dragon Rage. I want to look at the description on Dragon Rage. Launches shockwaves that always inflict. Hit with shockwaves. Okay, so Dragon Rage is you roar so loud that shockwaves hit everything. Ice is arguably worse than normal. Really? Why do you say that? I mean, that's, as far as I know, that's true. I don't really know shit about competitive Pokemon. But I'm interested to hear why you say that. Let's see. Let's take another look. What might shockwaves do? They can push stuff. It's supposed to be viable in limited team comps. I don't know. I actually like the idea of Dragon Rage having a defog effect. Where you roar so loud, it scatters everything in the air. Dream Eater is just gonna be Dream Eater. Drill Peck. think Drill Peck is a cut. Drill Peck to me seems like a cut. It's only resistant to ice, is immune to nothing, and is weak to 4 things. Huh, I didn't realize ice was only resistant to ice. I thought it was resistant to more things. You learn something every day. Today I learned. Though actually my today I learned moment for the day was when I learned earlier today that the first shot at Pearl Harbor was fired by Americans. Drill Peck sounds like Rock Smash to me. Huh. Let's take a look. Flavor text. Corkscrewing attack with the beak acting as a drill. Okay, well it actually does say it acts like a drill. Because I was thinking the just spinning peck. But in the later ones it all says it actually acts like a drill. So yeah, I can get down with Rock Smash. Probably should have been abbreviating these, but if I made good decisions, it wouldn't really be my stream, would it? Earthquake. Rock Smash. I think you meant to say, my beak is the drill that will pierce the heavens. So I'm going to pretend that's what you said. Egg bomb. Okay.
It's behind you now. The other way.
Ah, I see. This is what was thrown at me. Apparently. It lights up. Anyway. Anyone here sell cocaine?
Yep.
Chris sells cocaine. Apparently.
Oh, I thought you said Kincaids.
What is a Kincaid?
You know Thomas Kincade?
You sell Thomas Kincaid?
No, he's an artist.
You sell his art?
Yeah.
Since when?
I can start.
Sorry, Drix. Apparently there was some confusion. And no one actually sells cocaine.
Just imagining now, like, going to buy cocaine and, like, the dealer just pulls out, like, a painting of his trench coat. What do you mean this isn't what you're looking for? Where's my money?
Though I have decided that whenever I move out of my house, I'm going to hide little measured baggies of powdered sugar.
Oh my god.
And oregano, just hide them
You're the worst.
in places around.
Almost as bad as Natty Ice's.
It's so much better though. Because someone moves in, finds a bag of a white powdered substance. They're not going to think twice about what it is. Why am I going to get arrested? What am I going to get arrested for? You're going to get arrested for dealing to kids. Dealing art, but dealing. Alright. Egg bomb smashes rocks. This is what I've decided. Because I want more excuses to use Executor. Alright. It looks like we finally got into fire. Unless they'll report it and find out who last lived there. Yeah, but I didn't actually do anything illegal is the problem. There's nothing you better stream from prison. We'll sneak in a webcam. It'll work. It'll be fine. It's like, thankfully, they can't actually arrest me for that. It's a stupid prank, but like, there's nothing illegal about keeping powdered sugar in really sketchy bags. Though what was suggested to me by a couple of people is that I do this and also one of the bags is actually cocaine. Just like dozens of bags of powdered sugar and one bag of cocaine. After testing 3 or 4 of them, the cops will give up.
This is the first one
That's what I said. Was with my luck, it'll just be the first one that they test. It's like, it's all cocaine. Damn it. So I think Ember is going to be a cut effect. Explosion. Ember is flash. Huh. Maybe. I was thinking Ember would be a cut effect because it's not that Embers generally aren't very bright. Like, it's typically hard to see by Embers. Let's see what the description says. Flavor text. Weak attack that may inflict a burn. Foes attacked with small flames. I do want to keep it to 1 effect per move if we can, just to avoid any potential confusion. Target is attacked with small flames. Small flames. What do you think, Oddtrix? Or Chris? Whichever one. You're the same person. Is what I'm getting at.
All people who aren't you.
Or in this case, Philip.
The problem is, I have trouble imagining embers burning down a tree, either.
It's like a little dead bush.
But I feel that's more likely than flash. Like, there are definitely other fire effects that might suit flash better.
Mm-hmm.
But
And we'll definitely get to some of them.
I think I like the idea of ember burning down a tree more than...
Okay. So for now, we're going to leave it at cut. And we may come back to it at some point. Let's see. So explosion. I was going to say rock smash, but I'm kind of tempted to make explosion a flash effect. I really need to see. Golem, I need you to sacrifice your life for me to see for 5 more minutes. Charmander is always flash. Well, let's see. I know the first fire move that Charmander learns is Ember, but let's find out what the second one is. Yes, I'm going in a really stupid way, but this stupid way works, so deal with it.
There's a keyboard, like...
It's so far away, though.
Right.
It's so far away.
I offered an hour ago.
It's so far away.
To put it within your reach.
It's so far away. I can't deal. I can't deal with how far away it is. I mean, it's almost within arm's reach, actually. It's just blocked by a thing. No, I'm not going to use it.
Okay. You don't have to.
Okay.
It's gonna be within reach. Oh, shit.
He can also learn Flash. Yes, but what I want to look at specifically... Wow. The second move he learns is Flamethrower. The second fire move he learns is Flamethrower. Huh.
Yeah, move progression was terrible in Gen 1.
Huh. How about that? Let's see. In Gen 7, is there another move from Gen 1 that he learns? No. Gen 1 was rough AF. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's all I wanted to see. Also, since no one is telling me no, I'm putting Flash down for Explosion.
I like to imagine it, the light that you see like escaping out of the cracks before the explosion actually occurs.
It's just like, damn, it's so dark in here. Electrode. Oh, I'm sorry. Electrode, use Explosion. There it is! Alright, quickly, everyone out! Before this whole place caves the fuck in. Fire Blast. Ears ringing. Yup. It's just all tinnitus. My Charizard knew Cut, Flash, Fly, and Fire Blast. Says Philip. Oh. But you knew Fire Blast, so it's fine. Speaking of Fire Blast, I think I want Fire Blast to be a cut effect. I think I want Fire Spin to be a flash effect. You say that like it was an issue. I mean, it had enough PP to kill 5 things if you were over leveled enough. Also, hi, Check the Drive. To catch you up, in case you haven't been here, we're going through the moves from Generation 1, and we are assigning HM effects to as many of them as we can find reason for. An attempt to expand the HM system to where you can pretty much have whatever team you want and still be able to get through the obstacles. When you're fighting the Elite Four, it wasn't fun. Well, didn't you have anyone else on your team? Surely some of them would do other things. Like, surely you didn't teach them all strength or something, right? I taught them all strength. I would be a little sorry for calling you out like that, but not very sorry because it would be hilarious. Fire Spin. I already said I wanted to be a Flash. I like the thought of the explosion kills the Pokemon as you use the Flash. Yes. Yep. All of the moves that hurt you in combat still hurt you. So, like, Double Edge, you chuck the Pokemon through the rock. You break the rock, you also break a little bit off your Pokemon. Fire Spin is definitely a flash effect. First team was Charizard, Snorlax, Vileplume, Haunter, Sandslash, and Seaking. I approve of all of those. Fissure should be surf for land surfing. I don't think I quite understand Check the Drive. I like the sentiment, but I don't I don't understand what you mean. I was going to list it as a rock smash. But I'll leave it blank for a moment to give you a chance to explain that, because maybe there's something I'm just completely overlooking. Imagine using Fissure as a faster bike. Okay, I see what you mean about basically using it as a Pokemon move for a bike. But why I'm missing how opening up a crack in the ground is we added Rock Climb to the list of HMs, Philip. So the full list of HM effects that we're taking into account are Cut, Fly, Surf, Strength, Flash, Rock Smash, Defog, and Rock Climb. Rock Smash wasn't in Gen 1 either. Rock Smash was added in Gen 2. We found out. Because I thought otherwise as well. But then Bulbapedia told me that I was wrong. Who knew? I'm just missing. I'm missing how opening up a crack in the ground is like riding on Pokemon. Maybe there's like.
I'm guessing he means like the displaced Earth causes you to move forward.
I guess. But it was drop an opponent, like it's you open up a crack in the ground,
right,
and drop the opponent into it. That was wonderful. Rock Smash was a move, but not an HM in Gen 2. It was an HM in Gen 3. In Gen 1, it apparently didn't even exist, according to Bulbapedia. Could be Dive as well. We took off Waterfall, Dive, and Whirlpool because they felt too redundant with Surf. All of the other effects are here, but those three are not. Basically, I didn't think we would have enough moves to really justify that. So basically, if you can Surf, you can also Waterfall, Dive, and Whirlpool. I mean, those moves could really only be done in certain locations anyway. But who knows? We may change our minds on that. I mean, I kind of like the idea of Fissure being Rock Climb. My vote for Fissure is still Rock Smash. But I'm going to leave this to voting. So everyone give me your opinion of what Fissure should be, and we'll go with majority. Chris, what do you think? Smash. Alright, so we got 2 votes for Smash, 1 vote for Climb. Philip and Odd Tricks. I'm going to give you guys a chance to input while I move on to the next one. Because the next one is Flamethrower. And Flamethrower is definitely cut. Because I just wanted to torch those fuckers. Philip says Rock Climb. So, Philip and Check the Drive are agreeing on this. So,
that's never a good sign.
Right? It is ultimately my decision. But I'm going to... If Oddtrix decides to weigh in, he will be the deciding vote here. I don't know if Oddtrix is even still here. We have so many rock smashes. I agree. We do have a lot of rock smashes. It's really easy to make rock smashes. But that also opens up some design room, because that means that you can have smash rocks around with very little worry of whether or not the player will be able to smash through them. Flash is still a Flash. Flash, he will save every one of us. Fly. Fly is fly as hell. We don't have another fly yet. I'm hoping we will, but we don't yet. Focus energy is just gonna stay as focus energy, I think. Ooh. Well, now. I apparently was going in the wrong direction because I ran to old school notes. Whoops.
How dare you?
Do I care about anything on this page? Not really. No. It's just kind of a bunch of old garbage sketches. But still. See if there actually are any. Oh my gosh, there's not a lot of space left in this.
Is that yours or mine?
This is mine. I actually remember to bring it this time. Oh my gosh, this is old. These are actually Philip's drawings.
Are they as old as my elementary school drawings?
No, they're not quite that old. Though, did I tell you about when one of my students the other day came up to me and showed me the Pokemon he drew?
No.
And it was on a card with stats and everything.
Oh, that's adorable.
It was so good. It was awesome. Hey, more Philip's drawings.
You still draw in your sketchbook thing.
I think those may have been the only two. This one, we were just hanging out. This was just sometime me, Philip, and Jake were hanging out, and he just got in the mood to draw, and he drew this. I think it looks cool, though. I still like this. This is one of my favorite of Phil's drawings. You want that sketch? Come and get it? What do you want? I don't know what you want. But the other one, let me find that again. Right here. This was actually from when Philip and I worked on the very first rendition of Evolutionarium.
Oh, yeah. For the game jam?
Yeah. This is the original. This is my original design notes and his original concept art. From that game jam. So that's kind of cool. Well, he didn't know which sketchbook it was. Check the drive. Alright. Well, maybe we should just start going in the other direction. Oof. I'm out of room. No. I'm almost out of room. But I mean, I always had my sketchbook on me because it was also my school notebook, and I don't know what you're expecting to happen here.
I think you know exactly what I'm expecting to happen here.
I couldn't possibly.
Really?
Yep.
Because I think we roll it back like 5 minutes. I think we'll know exactly what what's happening and what's expected in this
Less
interview.
than 5 minutes. I'm actually kind of impressed.
Yeah.
You literally said it, and I literally immediately stood up.
Yeah, when you
Before y'all could even think about, oh shit, what have I just done? I'm really surprised that Chris didn't say anything.
I wasn't expecting you to actually do it.
Busy.
Yeah. Also, that doesn't look like progressing in Pokemon. I couldn't see it. So, yeah.
Sam told me to make a Facebook post.
Oh yeah, I'm going like, well, before all this, I was at my place. I'm scrolling through all of my contacts
That's what I did.
to invite people. So I bet some people will get double invite. I don't know. Maybe it won't let me invite people who already received an invite.
Yeah.
But
I'm not taking paper out of my
Oh,
sketchbook.
Sam is like, watch me start out hyped, then get introspective, and then get really, really bitchy.
All right. Hey, Chris, I need to borrow your sketchbook.
Are you out of usable pages?
I'm out of usable pages. I don't have any, because I'm writing with a Sharpie. I don't have any pages that are blank on both sides anymore. Except for the pages that I've reserved for the continuation of the D&D overcorrections.
At least you reserved those.
I need a new sketchbook really badly. This
yeah,
is a
so
very
let's
old
make
sketchbook.
let's start
No!
making room.
That's
for
not how you make room.
That's how you make room.
Do not. No, seriously, don't.
Oh, I want it.
Leave it.
Hey, there's an alpha drawing of the KrakenQuake logo.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Let's not show them that.
Let's show them
no, wait, we have to keep the illusion that we have standards alive.
No, I'll show them. All right, I'll show them this. And
Consummate professionals. I'm gonna leave now.
here, I'll show them my concept for the KrakenQuake logo.
The glare was mostly for the fact that we've gotten 3 assets in the 2 years we've been doing this.
Oh, okay. Not an insult of the quality of that sketch.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Who drew it, by the way? Me. Okay. I was curious.
Bye. And now he's gone.
Philip Collins, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay! Hello 911. I'm watching a stream where the owner of a sketchbook is getting robbed. Hello, what?
Call the Popo. Oh. Oh, yours is a lot more shaded than mine.
Shading is like the one thing I do.
Shading is the one thing I don't do. That and coloring, inking, all of it.
Coloring and inking and line work, concepts. All right. Where the hell were we? Oh, glare.
Get the fuck out of my way, stupid tree.
We aren't actually at glare yet. We're at Fury Attack.
Glare actually a move?
Yeah.
Okay.
It paralyzes the opponent.
Sounds right.
We're at Fury Attack. Which, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Fury Attack just doesn't do anything. Fury Swipes is definitely a cut.
I think Fury Attack could be strength.
Yeah. And Philip's back in chat. In case you were wondering how far apart Philip and Chris live, about that far. I'm down with Fury Attack being a strength. Though I guess that'll change by in terms of the KrakenQuake timeline pretty soon. Because we only have 2 more streams before you move. Glare should be Rock Smash. You look at rocks and make them explode. Check the drive. You've been watching too much anime. And this is coming from the guy who over the past 4 days watched all of Rurouni Kenshin. Also, I finished watching all of Rurouni Kenshin.
Is that song stuck in your head?
It's
the one song they use every episode
It's
at like the 12-minute mark.
it's different in other seasons. Also, the songs aren't very catchy. Mostly, it's the fact that the songs aren't very catchy. What are you gonna do? It's an old school.
Yeah.
And they really gave up on the last arc.
Oh.
Like, one of the things that I've always liked about Rurouni Kenshin, and something that has been continuously impressive even in rewatching, is that they paid a lot of attention to pronouncing things correctly and actually appropriately using... Like, they didn't try to localize the food or anything like that.
Yeah.
They used
They call them donuts.
Right. They didn't call it donuts. Nothing was hamburgers. They didn't try to localize things just because they were hard, and they didn't change names just because they were difficult to pronounce or impossible to pronounce or really, really effing long or only said once or in some cases all three. It's like they still didn't change the names. They actually used the correct names and pronounced them at least pretty close to correct. And then the last arc, they have to fight a bunch of Feng Shui masters.
What?
Feng Shui. Yes, it's Feng Shui,
Also,
but they pronounce it Feng Shui.
what is fighting a feng shui master like?
Apparently Feng Shui is also magic powers. I don't know.
Let me just arrange this room to give me fireballs.
It was more like, let me just...
Wow, that sounds like a Brandon Sanderson book.
Yeah, it does. But it was more like, let me just destroy this house so that we can make the dragon stream flow through this area.
Actually, it wasn't Brandon Sanderson magic system.
Really?
Well, not rooms, but cities?
Sweet. That was actually more what this was.
Okay.
No, that was check the drive. That was season 2. Almost all of season 2, all but like 5 or 6 episodes at the end of season 2 were the arc with the burned guy. With Shishio. With Makoto Shishio. There were 3 seasons. And season 3 had 4 or 5 multi-episode arcs. I think it had one that was like 5 episodes long, one that was like 6 episodes long, and one that was like... And then 2 that were like 3 or 4 episodes long.
That was one thing I did like about the show, is that it didn't try to do super long arcs. It was able to wrap up its stories really nicely.
Except for season 2.
Oh.
He wasn't the end. His arc was like 30-something episodes long, but that wasn't the end. That was only like the halfway mark. It was like the big dramatic thing, but frankly, really, the series could very happily have been season 1 and then a movie of the Shishio arc.
Oh, yeah.
It could very happily have been that. It was... The Shishio arc was like 30-something episodes long. It was way too long. It was very drawn out. There was a lot of talking through every battle before the battle actually happened. And a lot of those battles could have been like 40 frames long.
40 frames.
They really could. They really could have been about 40 frames long. I mean, this is anime, so 40 frames is like 3.5 minutes, but... Alright. I'm gonna to actually look at the description of glare because I think it's just like you stare the opponent down. But knowing Pokemon, it might not be. It might be something entirely different. Intimidates and frightens a foe into paralysis. Intimidates and frightens a foe. Fire Red and Leaf Green. The user intimidates the foe with the design on its belly to cause paralysis.
That's very specific.
It is. But that's what it is from Fire Red and Leaf Green onward. Diamond Pearl, Heart Gold Soul Silver, Black White 1 and 2, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon. The user intimidates the target with the pattern on its belly to cause paralysis. Meant for Arbok, but Arbok did it with his hood. Arbok didn't do it with its belly. And a lot of other Pokemon can use glare.
Plot twist. Its hood is its belly.
It's a really shitty plot twist. Like, when would that ever come up?
I don't know.
Oh. Huh. Actually, a lot fewer Pokemon than I thought can learn it. Ekans, Arbok, Dunsparce, Seviper, and Zygarde are the only Pokemon that learn it by leveling up. They're all snakes. And Dunsparce.
Which is kind of a snake.
Kind of? It's based on... I mean, the thing it's based off of was a snake.
Yeah.
But by breeding, you can... Well, it's still mostly snake-y things. Snivy, Servine, Serperior, Druddigon, Helioptile, and Heliolisk. Nobody loves Dunsparce. Check the drive.
Except for Pokemon Uranium.
Nobody loves Dunsparce. Neat. But also, I think we can safely say it doesn't have to be anything. I do not remember what my first Pokemon team was. I know it had Charizard in it. I think I had a Pidgeot. I honestly can't remember. I might have had a Beedrill. Should raise a Dunsparce and have it beat the Elite Four by itself.
Did you hear about the
so
guy
much grinding
who did a run through Pokemon Blue with only a Rattata?
Yes.
In Nuzlocke mode?
Yes. This is pretty excellent.
Meaning if his Rattata died...
The game was over. If I can't remember what's my dream team for Gen 1. Kabutops. Scyther. More seriously, I guess Kabutops, Scyther.
You could have Kabuto and Kabutops.
I could, but if I'm going to have a Pokemon that's not fully evolved, it's probably going to be Dragonair. But I don't think I would have a Dragonair, actually. Maybe a Gyarados? Where are the other Pokemons I really liked from Gen 1? Alakazam would probably be on there. Maybe Magneton? A Gyarados. Yes. Gyarados. The steel water dragon. It's 3 types. Shut up.
Gyarados isn't even a dragon.
You shut your lying mouth.
Even when they had the chance to change his typing in Gen 6.
They turned him into a shrimp, and they made him dark. Growl, I think, is going to be nothing unless somebody can make me an argument for it.
Make an argument or make a sound argument?
Make an argument. I'm cool with unsound arguments. Special ability, third type. Gives your Pokemon a third type. A random third type each time you start battle. That'd be awesome. I mean, there is that move that adds water type.
No, it changes your type to water.
Oh, it changes your type to water. I thought there was one that basically added a type. And so you could kind of, sort of, in this weird, janky way, effectively be 3 types sometimes.
I think so.
Maybe not. I could be wrong.
I think you're thinking of Soak.
Soak is the one that changes you to water.
Changes your type to water.
Yeah. But I thought there was some other thing that maybe it wasn't water. Or maybe it was maybe it was like an ability or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's not really important. Growth. I want to take a look at the description of growth. Because my instinct says it's nothing, but maybe. User's body is forced to grow, raising the special attack stat. User's body is forced to grow all at once, raising the special attack stat. Huh. Weird that making your body grow makes you better at magic.
I mean, yeah. But you're also a tree, so like.
I mean, yeah, I guess they're mostly basically trees. I mean, plants of some variety. Except for Shaman, but Shaman doesn't count. Just like for anything.
Why do you like Shaman?
I thought you didn't like Shaman.
No, Shaman's fine.
It changes forms, though.
Oh, I forgot it turned into that other thing. I was just thinking of it as the hedgehog.
That's just land form Shaman. There's also sky form Shaman.
God damn it, Carter. I was happy in my own little world thinking that Shaman was just a cute little hedgehog.
No. It's only a cute little hedgehog
And then I had to
sometimes.
remember that turns into a derpy deer thing.
Yeah,
That can fly?
with its ears. Duh. See, my problem with Venusaur is that Torterra exists, and I like Torterra more. Like, just for everything I like Venusaur for, I like Torterra a bit more. I still like Venusaur, though, but just, like, I have a hard time picking it for anything, because I just want to pick Torterra instead. I mean, even though this is Gen 1, though. Yeah, I guess Skiddo and Gogoat are the only ones that really aren't just a plant. Or a plant ghost.
The ghost of a planet.
I fucking love Phantom
Yeah.
and Gorgeist. I love both of those lines. They're so great. They make me so happy. Dragonair flew via ears? I mean, check the drive. You're saying it's a lie, and I want to believe you. But Philip does seem to have, photographic evidence on his side. Philip has evidence on his side. I don't know what to do anymore. It's also weird to me that growth is a normal type move. It feels like it should be a grass type move.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a normal type move. It's learned almost exclusively by grass type Pokemon. Or actually, I think it is exclusively with grass type Pokemon.
I thought it was.
But it's a normal type move. I'm happy with growth being a strength, though. It got retyped to grass later? Okay.
No, it didn't.
Oh.
I'm looking at the updated.
According to Chris, it didn't. You lied to me, Philip. I'll never forgive you.
And only everything that can learn it is grass type.
Even the things that learn by breeding?
Illumise, Nummel. Yeah, Illumise and Nummel can learn it by breeding.
Guillotine! That sounds like a cut to me. Gus got retyped from normal to flying. That's good.
I forgot it used to.
Guillotine just seems like a cut. Very dramatic cut.
Yeah, wow. Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot were the only ones that could learn Gust. And it was normal.
Gus is definitely a fly replacement. It means you get fly way earlier in the game, but I'm also still totally okay with that. Because you can only return to towns you've been to with fly. Still got stab. Oh yeah, because they're also normal type.
So it's like, it's just insult to injury, really.
Yeah, it's just pointless. Harden does nothing outside of combat. Haze, I think probably is going to do nothing.
Unless you want to manipulate that into defog.
That's why I'm looking at the description for it. Creates a black haze that eliminates all stat changes. User creates a haze that eliminates every stat change. Creates a haze. Yeah, it seems like if anything, this would be the opposite of defog, though.
Yeah.
You still have a badge requirement? Yeah, you'd still have a badge requirement. That's true, too. That's true. You wouldn't get it much earlier in the game. Turns off flash. But why would we want a move that does that? This is for the competitive Pokemon. The like head-to-head competitive Pokemon game. You turn off flash so that they have to explode their Geodude so they can see. I like the idea, but I think for now we're going to leave it blank. Maybe on the second pass. Which is almost certainly not going to happen, but that's fine. I didn't expect it to. Headbutt, which is apparently not a fighting move.
Nope. It is a field move, though, in Gen 2.
Oh, is it?
You can headbutt trees.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
knock things out.
that's nice. So it is already a field move. Already a field Hi, jump kick.
Hi.
Goodbye, jump kick.
Hi.
Is a fighting move, so as we discussed, that makes it a rock smash.
Hi, rock kick.
Hoppa.
Huh? Your channel is broke. It says you have 25 viewers. Maybe we just have 25 viewers. Check the drive. Turn out the lights to sneak past Team Rocket. That would actually be pretty cool. That is something we might add in the second pass. Now that you mentioned that usage, that's kind of neat. People are hosting us.
Did you get rushed?
You mean rated?
Or yeah.
I don't think so. Because no one's in chat. And part of the point of rating is that you go into chat. And you say stuff in chat. And you say the same thing in chat. We're being hosted by at least one person, because I'm pretty sure Eric is hosting us right now. As for that, I don't know. Oh, people might be... That's true, too. People might be checking it out because of the 24-hour stream stuff that we're doing on Facebook right now.
Oh yeah.
In which case, hello. And this is not really representative at all of what the 24-hour stream is going to be like. This is kind of the awkward thing. This is like the odd side thing that I like to do. That doesn't actually have playing games in it. Just discussing games. Whereas the 24-hour stream is just going to be all playing games. And the award show. All playing games and the award show. Where they're not being chat? I mean, it's possible that they don't... I think you can...
You can view without having an account.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This isn't the end of the week. That isn't... This is the middle of the week, Philip. Anyway. Horn attack. I don't know. Does anybody see anything obvious for Horn attack? The stream week, aka Monday through Thursday. It's still not really the end of the week. It's still kind of the middle, because that would make Tuesday and Wednesday the middle. Also, my show is usually on Tuesdays, which, if Wednesday is the end of Monday through Thursday, Tuesday would be the beginning? So I'm still not sure where you're going with this. But also okay. Fair enough. I don't see anything that Horn attack obviously needs to be. Maybe I'm wrong. So somebody let me know if I'm wrong. Horn drill, though, I think is going to be a rock smash. We have a lot more rock smashes than I expected. And a lot fewer cuts. I expected us to have a lot more cuts, actually. Hydro Pump is just a badass surf. Though part of me is tempted to make it a fly. That's a cut. Horn drill should cut through stuff. The reason why I was thinking Horn drill would be a rock smash is because we made Drill Peck a rock smash. So, could be Battle and Brew? I don't know. I didn't see their thing pop up saying that they're hosting us, but I might have missed it. I saw Eric's thing pop up saying that he's hosting us. But yeah, I did Horn drill as rock smash because we did Drill Peck as rock smash. And we did Drill Peck as rock smash because it's a drill. And so I figured Horn drill, because it is also still a drill, should be a rock smash. And it does still cut through stuff. It cuts through rocks by smashing them. Hyper Beam. I don't know. Talking about too many rock smashes bring balance to the force. I know you said world, but I'm just correcting it. Hyper beam should be strength. Huh. Why strength? I was actually thinking flash. Why do you say strength? Like, just what about hyper beam says move boulders. Attack with a powerful beam. Use most restaurants next turn. Yeah, it just says powerful beam. So there's description here is not super helpful. No. Chris, weigh in.
What?
Hyper beam.
What?
Weigh in.
7.
7. Defog?
Yeah.
Why?
You shoot the fog.
I can't dispute that. Check the drive is saying use it as a strength. Push boulders around. I was thinking flash.
I think flash makes more sense than strength.
Partly because we listed Aurora Beam as a flash.
Yeah.
Check the drive has changed his mind. He now agrees with the defog. Well, it looks like you've been outvoted this time. Check the drive. And it's going to be a flash, but maybe next time. Hyper Fang. Hyper Fang feels like a cut to me. Hypnosis seems like nothing to me. It puts the Snorlax back to sleep. Just puts the Snorlax back to sleep. You have to wake it up again. Again, that's for the competitive version. You can just summon Snorlax. You can summon a Snorlax you've caught, and then just put it to sleep to create a barrier. Ice Beam. What would Ice Beam do?
You could do the same as Blizzard.
And walk on water?
Yeah.
I'm down. Make it another surf. Can it be learned by anything that can't also learn surf? Seal, Dugong, Shelter, Lapras, Articuno. Articuno.
Could learn it, but
In later versions, Regice, Vanillite, Cryogonal, and Amaura. So there's that. Also, apparently, as a TM, you can give Rattata Ice Beam.
oh,
So now you can finally surf on your Rattata.
so I've always wanted.
Ice Punch. What do we do with Ice Punch? Rock Smash? I mean, it's two forces that break apart rocks. Freezing them and punching them. Just seems like the perfect rock destroying move. What the? Oh. So I'm putting down Rock Smash unless somebody stops me. I mean, I'm putting it down either way, but somebody can try to correct me. Jump Kick and Karate Chop are fighting moves, so they are Rock Smashes as well. Karate Chop. Rock Smash. Rock Smash. Kinesis. What? What move is that? What the heck kind of move is Kinesis?
Strength.
Reduces the foe's accuracy. What? Oh,
They,
this.
deflect things away with kinesis.
It's it reduces the enemy's accuracy because this is this is the Aberline move, where they bend a spoon to distract the opponent. But yeah,
It should be strength.
yeah, I'm totally down with that being strength. I just forgot that they literally had a move that was just called Kinesis.
Yeah, that was like their signature move. It's a really terrible signature move.
No. Their signature move is Psychic. It's the move that they need. It's the one. They need that one move. They don't really need other moves.
They don't. Signature moves aren't always good.
Alright, so where are we at now? Leech Life.
We're like halfway through the alphabet.
And only most of the way through stream. I mean, we started late, so if we go equally late, we have an hour left. Alright, Leech Life, I think is going to be nothing. Leech Seed, I think the same. Bobrovsky! There is a disembodied voice. That is the disembodied voice of Chris. He is also here.
I lost my body on a bet.
He did. His bet was to me. I have his body now, but I'm not giving it back. Lear. I don't see why Lear should be any different than Glare. Is this some kind of Digimon stuff? It's similar. What we're doing, because this is overcorrections on Pokemon's HMs, what we're doing is we are taking these 8 HMs, Cut, Fly, Surf, Strength, Flash, Rock Smash, Defog, and Rock Climb, and we're trying to assign their field effects to as many of the Gen 1 moves as possible in an attempt to provide an alternate fix for the HM system by just having a bunch of moves that can replace the HMs, so that the HMs don't have to be special, so that you don't have to. It doesn't have to be impossible to get rid of them. Lear, Lick. Is there anything we can do with Lick? Let me check the description, see if there's anything weird. Because some moves have descriptions that are not quite what I would expect from them. Like Growl, where you act so cute that they can't. You make a Growl that is so cute that they don't feel like attacking you anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I always thought it was an intimidation thing.
Apparently not.
Huh.
Or it might have only been for some generations that had that description. I'm not actually sure.
Sure, but even still.
Foes licked with a long tongue. Licked with a long tongue. Licked with a long tongue. I don't really see how we can do anything with that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see how we can do anything with that. So let's keep going on. Light screen, lovely kiss.
Light screen could be flash.
Yeah, makes sense. Down with that. Light screen is flash. Lovely kiss. This is weird. It's just weird. Low kick. Since we decided early on that all fighting moves for Rock Smash is still Rock Smash. I'm going to low kick the rock. Meditate. I think all of the, or at least most of the stat upping moves are not going to have an effect. But we've given effects to a couple of them. Because growth was strength. Meditate. Yeah, I don't really see how meditate. Well, actually, let me check the description on meditate real quick. Because it increases attack. Raises your attack. Meditates in a peaceful fashion to raise attacks. User meditates to awaken its power and raise its attack stat. Meditates to awaken the power deep within its body and raise its attack stat. Power deep within its body. Actually, meditate to me sounds like strength. I think it's going to be a strength.
Mind over matter.
Yep, basically. And that's basically the flavor of the move, so that makes sense to me. Mega Drain. If we ever do a second pass on this, it's possible that I'll turn Absorb, Mega Drain, Leech Life, and Leech Seed all into cuts. But for now, I think I'm just leaving them blank. Mega Kick and Mega Punch, I think both have to be Rock Smashes.
I forgot there was a mega kick.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
I'm guessing it's because it only.
Yeah. But kick moves have kind of fallen out of favor, which is a bit sad. I don't actually remember if they were different. Let's see. What was this hit? Oh, Mega Kick was a lot stronger but had lower accuracy and lower PP.
That makes sense.
Because Mega Punch is 80 85 and Mega Kick is 120-75. And Mega Punch has 20 PP and Mega Kick has only 5. Next one's Metronome. Part of me kind of likes the idea of it performing a random field move.
How would that work?
If you're really desperate for a field move, you use Metronome. Like, it's just always available.
So you walk up to a boulder and you press A and it's like, oops, sorry, metronome didn't work for it this time.
Well, it would be like if you are standing next to the boulder, you can... Well, you wouldn't have to stand next to the boulder for strength, because strength just lasts for a while.
Sure, whatever.
But if you were standing next to a Smash Rock, you just select the Pokemon in your Pokemon inventory, and it's got its field moves there, like normal, and you just select Metronome, and it will use a random field move. So it might use Rock Smash, or it might try to use Cut, or it might dig you out of the cave, or it might teleport you to the nearest town.
Seems dumb. And useless.
Yes. Yes, it does. I'm not going to put that in the first pass, but maybe. Mimic, I don't see what we could do with Mimic, honestly. Minimize. I don't know. Is there something we can do with minimize? Pokemon makes itself super tiny. Is there value we can get out of that? I honestly thought we would have more rock climbs than we did. Yeah, I don't think minimize is going to be helpful. Mirror move. Again, I don't think that's going to be helpful. Mist. Let's check the description of Mist. Because maybe we can bend it into a haze. Or a defog. Allies party is protected by a mist. User cloaks is by a white mist. Cloaks is by a white mist. I don't know. I think if mist were a defog, then haze would also have to be a defog, and that still feels weird to me. Maybe on second pass. Nightshade. This is another one I actually need to check the description of, because I'm not actually sure what Nightshade is supposed to be doing.
Ghost doing ghosty things.
I think that might be it, is the thing. Maybe this will be another one that turns off flash. User makes the target see a frightening mirage. Okay. So it's just like a boogeyman thing. That doesn't really feel like a field move to me. Payday can't be a field move. It just can't be a field move. Because otherwise it's literally just a money button.
So?
Why do we need that? All right, now we're back into real moves. What's Peck?
I see it as cut.
Yeah, that was my first instinct as well. Target is jabbed with a sharply pointed beak or horn. It finally admits that it can be horns, but it's still a flying move.
Yep.
Goldine, use Peck. The bane of bugs. All right. Yeah, I'm down with it being a cut. It's super effective against grass types.
True.
Pedal dance. I don't think is anything. Again, anyone in chat, let me know if I'm missing an effect here. What about pin missile? Maybe that could be a cut. Sharp pins are fired. Sharp spikes are shot at the target in rapid succession. That seems like a cut to me. Not getting any pushback, so I'm gonna call it. Pin missile is a cut. Poison gas, poison powder, and poison sting. I think those are only field moves if we finally get the game where we get to play as Team Rocket. Though maybe poison gas and poison powder, if we do a second pass, could be could function like a repel, where you just cloak yourself in poisonous gases to keep weak Pokemon away.
That's kind of cool.
It would basically be the opposite of Sweet Scent, or whatever that move is called.
Yeah.
Pound. Is maybe another Rock Smash? What's the flavor text? Target physically pounded with a long tail, a foreleg, or the like. No. Doesn't really sound like it to me. We have a lot. It's just a normal. It's just a normal type move, so it's not like we're adding a new typing to it. Let's see what else we got. Side beam. What would side beam be? Target is attacked with a peculiar ray. It may also confuse the target. Maybe nothing. Huh. You know what I'm realizing? I don't think we've seen a single electric type move so far. Yeah, we haven't seen a single electric move.
Thunder, Thunder Wave, Thunder Shock.
Yeah, are they all Thunder something? In Gen 1? I guess so.
Pretty much. Later on it becomes Electro or...
Yeah, but we've gone right past that. But we haven't gotten to R yet, and R or S, and those both have a lot of things. Anyway, Psybeam, Psychic, and Psywave I think are all going to be nothing. Well, actually, let me take a closer look at Psywave. That might end up being a defog. Target's attacked with an odd psychic wave. Nah. Doesn't really make sense by that. Quick attack. Quick attack really doesn't need to be a field move. It's already a really good move that everything knows. There are no lightning moves that we've gotten to yet, Bobrovsky. We'll get there. Thunder is just a should. It's just a... Oh, considering that... Oh, got you. Thunder is just the sound that the lightning makes, but none of them are lightning anything. They're all thunder, whatever. Yeah, that is a little weird.
Thinking it might be a translation thing.
Me too, given that there's a lot of Japanese properties that have that same quirk.
Yeah. Like Thunder, Thundara, Thundaga.
Mm-hmm. It's like that was one thing that I liked in D&D 4th edition, but that a lot of people didn't because they found it confusing.
And then the Thunder moves were...
That they changed sonic damage to thunder damage,
Yeah.
and they just called it thunder damage because that's what it was.
I liked it.
Me too, but a lot of people found it confusing.
Yeah.
And in fairness, sonic damage does sound really cool. Okay, now we're getting back into some stuff we can
Wait,
use.
that's cool.
Razor Leaf is very clearly a cut. It has the word razor in it.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Same argument for Razor Wind.
I'm still confused.
What is a razor?
Yeah, what is a razor?
It's a device used for cutting things.
Like a knife?
It's kind of like a knife, but sharper. It's frequently used for cutting beards.
You monster.
I didn't say I frequently use it for cutting beards. I said I frequently is used for cutting beards. Talk to Phil about it.
He was talking about shaving on stream for the charity event. Doing like a progressive shaving thing.
Oh, I see. It's like, we could shave you for charity.
No, it's not happening.
But think of all the children.
I heard he turned down my office fundraiser for Movember.
What actually is the, like, fundraising thing for Movember? I've never actually understood.
It's No Shave November.
Uh-huh.
The fact that you have a beard when you are the type of person who doesn't typically is supposed to be raising awareness for men's health.
Yeah.
And you can donate. There's a foundation.
Okay. Sure. It's a scooter.
What's a scooter?
I don't... Oh! What's a razor? A razor is... It's a scooter.
Oh.
Razor scooters. Got it. I got you, Bobrovsky. I understand eventually. I don't think recover, reflect, or rest are going to be anything. Unless you can think of something. Roar doesn't really feel like a thing to me. But now we're finally getting to stuff. I know I keep saying that, but I keep thinking it's going to be true. Eventually it will be. Rock Slide, which I think is a rock climb effect.
Yeah.
On basically the same logic as Waterfall. And Rock Throw is definitely strength. Because strength is just moving boulders, and what is Rock Throw but moving boulders? Rolling Kick is a fighting move and therefore is a Rock Smash. Rock Smash. Sand attack doesn't seem like it's a thing to me. Scratch is a cut. Sometimes things are easy. Screech is nothing. That includes it not being a thing that you should be doing. Really don't. That's. I'm sure that's coming across lovely on the mic. It's like, I'm sure you guys can, but I hope you can't hear that. Seismic toss. Since we agreed earlier that all fighting moves would be rock smashes, will still be a rock smash. Instead of a strength, which it would otherwise be. Self-destruct. Since explode is a flash, self-destruct will also be a flash. Of the same effect. Of killing yourself to get one last flash. Sharpen. Now I'm just thinking about the carrot sharpener again. I mean, I can either call it a carrot sharpener or I can call it by its actual name. Which would you prefer?
No?
That's not an option. Sing feels like another thing to me. Skull Bash. I think Skull Bash is actually going to be a secondary headbutt. Even though headbutt's not actually an HM. But it is a another field move that ended up on this list. And yes, indeed, Boborovsky. Sky attack is a fly. Slam. What do we make body slam? We'll do the same thing. Strength. We'll make slam strength as well. Just for convenience. Slash is a cut. We're actually getting pretty well into it at this point. Sleep powder is nothing. Sludge and smog, I think, are also nothing. Smoke screen and soft boiled. Soft boiled. I would be cool with soft boiled being a field heal. Like it's just a field move that heals your party. Solar Beam. I don't know. Part of me wants to make Solar Beam a flash, but Solar Beam is supposed to take in the power of the sun, and if you need to use flash, there is no power of the sun to take in. So it also kind of seems like it doesn't make sense.
I think it kind of works as like
You stand at the entrance and Solar Beam into it.
is something along those lines. Like that doesn't actually need to be the mechanic of the made up game that we're designing.
Oh, sure, right. Like, we're just coming up with a reason why it might work.
Yeah.
Sure, let's flash. So where did it put us? Sonic Boom. I actually kind of want to make Sonic Boom a defog effect. Because it's a pressure wave in the air.
I can dig it.
Spike cannon. We made pin missile cut, right? Yeah, so we'll make spike cannon a cut as well. Because pin missile is basically bug type spike cannon. Splash.
Sir.
Yes. It's not useless anymore, motherfuckers.
Yeah, now it can give +3 attack.
Oh, that's right, with the Z moves or whatever. That's kind of ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
Like, my Gyarados knows Splash. Get wrecked.
Oh shit.
It used Splash twice, and now it eats everything.
Well, you can only do a Z move once.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah.
It didn't do that then. Still, it's like I'm halfway to max bonuses. It's probably enough to one-shot your entire team.
Yeah.
Spore. Seems like it's gonna be nothing. Stomp. Let me take a look at Stomp. Let me take a closer look. Target is stomped with a big foot. This may also make the target flinch. Oh, apparently it's that time of the night. The time of the night when Check the Drive starts quoting people. Oh, Gorilla Butts, what can I do with you? That one's from me. And I know what it's from. I still remember that. That wasn't that long ago. That's when Sensei came back. Spore should be Flash? Huh. Why do you say Flash, Check the Drive? Also, I'm thinking Stomp should be a cut.
I actually kind of like that, like bioluminescent spores.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm down with that. Totally down. Spores Flash. I'm thinking Stomp should be cut, like you're stomping the trees flat and just walking over them. Stomped with a big foot. Or a hoof. Seems like most of the time it's hooves. Well, I guess not most of the time, actually. Most of the time for the first couple of gens. But then later, not so much. So Stomp is a cut. Strength. Strength is clearly flash. String shot. I like how you just don't even respond to my bullshit anymore.
What?
I just said strength is clearly flash.
Yeah.
String shot, I think, is nothing. Well, let me take another look at this. Maybe it's not nothing. Cut, no. Fly, no. Surf, no. Strength, no. Flash, no. Rock smash, no. Defog, no. Rock climb? Actually, I kind of like string shot as rock climb. What do you think?
That's kind of neat, actually.
I just realized I put 2 T's in this. Yeah, so it's like you make a web and you climb up the web.
Yeah.
Struggle is nothing. Stun spore. I don't know. Do we want to make the other spore moves flash if spore is flash?
Is it just stun spore? Or what else is there?
I thought there was another one. Oh, I was thinking poison powder. I was thinking it was poison spore, which it is not. But is that something we would want to do? Don't know. What do you think?
For some reason, it doesn't seem to fit as well.
Yeah. Alright. We'll leave it blank then. Submission. It's a fighting type move and therefore a rock smash. Substitute. I don't think we can do anything with substitute either.
They're a plushy.
The tree is very uncomfortable. You've never seen a tree this uncomfortable in your entire life. It must be a teenager. Super Fang! I forgot about Super Fang.
How could you? Probably because Hyperfang exists.
Yep, that's literally the reason. But that is also a cut. Supersonic, I think, is nothing. Surf is clearly a fly effect. Swift, I don't think is anything. Swords Dance. Unless we're going to make Swords Dance another fly.
Well, that's like you could have
2 flies.
a fly in red and blue.
I kind of, like, part of me wants to do it just for that. Let's see. Who learns Swords Dance is now my question. Well, this is going to be a problem. Radicate.
Radicate knows all the HOs.
Sandshrew and Sandslash. but Farfetch'd, Scyther, Pinsir, Gligar, Caesar, Ninjask. Well, then we get to Zangoose, Corphish, Crawdont, Absol. Empoleon is a bird at least. It's a penguin, but he's a bird. Lucario, Leafeon, Gliscor, Gallade, Oshawott, Duat and Samurott, Drillbur, Exadrill, Leaveney, Carabla. Alright. This isn't getting better. Yeah, it doesn't get better until we get to Landorus. Yeah, Honedge isn't really better. It's not worse, but it's not better. Oh, hey, Halucha's in there. Halucha doesn't deserve to fly. Alright. Tackle. Tackle shouldn't be anything just because it is, like, it's the base form move. So I don't think we should add anything to it. Tail Whip. I don't really see anything that Tail Whip can be. Is Tail Whip one of the ones that had a weird description too? Oh no, it wasn't Growl, it was Tail Whip. The user wags its tail cutely, making the foe less wary. It's just look at me wiggle my little wiggly butt. Look how cute it is. And then the enemy just is put completely off guard. Takedown is going to be another recoiling Rock Smash. Because I love the idea of the recoiling Rock Smash. Mostly for this rock looks like it could be broken. Would you like to use Rock Smash? What's his face used Takedown. What's his face fainted. Teleport is already a field move. And a pretty good one. Though, actually, I think we just make teleport fly.
Just to let you choose where you teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thrash. He won't save any of us. Alright, here we go. Okay, so the electric moves in Gen 1 are as follows. Thunder, Thunder Punch, Thunder Shock, Thunder Wave, and Thunderbolt.
We got there.
We finally got there. Are any of these not Flash? Thunder Wave is definitely Flash. Thunder is definitely Flash. Thunderbolt is definitely Flash. Thunder Shock is definitely Flash. Thunder Punch? No fucking lightning. Indeed, Bobrovsky. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. I once had, when I was in high school, I had a 4th edition D&D character, because I thought I was cool, who broke the 4th wall all the time. And he was a wizard, and so he used Thunder Wave, and every time he used Thunder Wave, he would always say Thundercats.
Thunder Wave, ho!
Basically.
remember in middle school there were a bunch of kids who would use that Thundercats call as an excuse to yell ho in the hallways.
Yeah, it sounds like middle schoolers. All right. No one's telling me that any of them are not Flash, so they're all Flash.
Even Thunder Punch?
I mean, do you have any reason why it shouldn't be Flash?
I do kind of like the idea of like a glowing fist leading you through a cave.
Right? This hand of mine glows with an awesome power. Its lightning grip tells me to defeat you. Do you even know what I'm referencing?
Nope. I think it sounds familiar, but
Well, it was this hand of mine glows with an awesome power. Its burning grip tells me to. I can't remember if burning grip was tells me to defeat you or tells me to grasp victory. Because it was 3 very similar battle cries for the 3 different moves throughout G Gundam.
Oh, okay. No, I've never watched any of the Gundam series.
G Gundam is underrated. Because it is much, much hated on. Toxic, transform. Nothing to really do with these guys. Try attack, huh?
Porygon's signature move.
Dodrio could use try attack though.
Could it?
Or not Dodrio. No, yeah, Dodrio. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I thought. Oh, and Dugtrio as well. And Magneton. Because they all had 3 heads.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'd forgotten that Dugtrio and Magneton could use it. I just remembered Dodrio. Because I thought it was funny. And now Hydreigon can also use it. Because it also has 3 heads. And so can Assassin Bug from the Yu-Gi-Oh card game? Where are you in Pokemon? By which I mean Genesect. Anyway. So that's there. But anyway. User strikes with simultaneous 3 beam attack. May also burn, freeze, or leave the target with paralysis. So it's basically a lightning beam, an ice beam, and a fire beam.
Yeah. Which make a normal attack altogether.
Alright. Sure. Well, most of our beams are flashes. So maybe Try Attack is also a flash? Makes enough sense to me.
No one passes.
No one's telling me not to do it, it's happening. I'm like that guy in the corner of the party at college going, should I keep drinking? No one's telling me not to, so I guess it's gonna happen.
And then the camera pans out to show you're just in an empty room.
The rest of the room is just filled with empty liquor bottles. Twin Needle is going to be a cut. Vice Grip, huh? I want to see the description on Vice Grip. Partly because I do not remember this move existing.
I think it's Pinsir's signature move.
Huge, impressive pincers grip and squeeze the foe. Krabby and Kingler can apparently learn it as well.
Oh yeah, they can.
And Mawile, Corfish, Crawdont. Though for some reason Kingler and Crawdont are both listed on here twice. I don't know why. Durant, Clauncher, and Clawitzer. I like Clauncher and Clawitzer.
Yeah.
I think they're really awesome. Can I make an all crustacean team?
Actually.
Because there's a new one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Isn't there a fighting type?
Yeah.
So Clawitzer, Crawdont, Kingler,
Crab Brawler.
Crabrawler.
Or I think it evolves into something else.
Yeah, because it evolves into a Yeti crab.
Yeah. That's right. Because I remember when we saw it, I was like, oh, it's like some sort of Yeti crab.
And I was like, yeah, it's just like a Yeti crab. And you're like, wait, is that a thing? Like, yeah. It's called a Yeti crab. Fun fact for any of you that don't know, there is an actual thing called the Yeti crab. It's a big hairy crab. It's really cool. Actually, what am I doing? I can just show you.
Depending on how you define crustacean.
What would be on the fence?
See some other.
This is a Yeti crab. This is a real thing that lives in our oceans. Yeti crab. Yeti crab. It's the best. It's a Yeti crab. I feel like there was another crab Pokemon at some
I was
point.
thinking there was something. There was a shrimp like, or something.
Well, there's Mega Gyarados. That's a shrimp. It's a shrimp with no hands or legs. It's the worst shrimp. Throw it back. Vice Grip. I don't know. Rock Smash? Kind of feels like a Rock Smash. I'm just going to put that in here for now. And then if somebody comes up with something better, I'll cross it off. Rock Smash! Vine Whip. Ooh, I was going to say nothing, but actually I like Vine Whip as a rock climb. Used Indiana Jones up with the vines.
I'll allow it.
I'm pretty sure they did that in the anime, so that's good enough. Also, you're Indiana Jonesing, so it's already, it's good. Water Gun. Water Gun is a slightly less badass version of Hydro Pump, and therefore is also a surf. They're just like jet-propelled surf. You put the Squirtle in the water and turn it backwards.
Yeah, I guess not really crustacean.
What's the closest thing? Vice Grip could be Rock Climb as well. Maybe.
Like you have Kabuto is kind of a horseshoe crab.
Oh, it is a horseshoe crab, actually. So yeah, Kabutops can be on the team.
Oh, and there's a new thing that's a horseshoe crab.
There is?
Yeah, it's the first form is called like Whipple or something like that, and then it evolves into Wimpot, and then it evolves into this big
that with
scary
an
monster
H?
thing.
Is that with an H? Or
I think it might be because it's like maybe not.
Wimpod?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that counts.
And then he evolves into that.
Oh, that is awesome! Oh my god, it's so cool! Oh, I love it!
Yeah, he's actually pretty awesome.
Oh,
and
that's
he's
so
bug
cool.
water type.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah! Okay, so we've got Galissapod, Kabutops, the thing that Crabrawler evolves into, Kingler, Clauncher. We got 5.
Crawdont, did you say?
Crawdont!
Yeah.
That's 6!
Yeah.
Yeah! We have
Crustacean
Team Crustacean. Are they? I think they're all water type.
except for the Yeti crab.
Oh, that's not
He's ice fighting.
sweet. So we even have one that's not water type.
And Crabrawler is actually just fighting.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
He doesn't you find him in piles of berries. So he's never like in the water.
I actually knew you found him in piles of berries because I've been watching the Commander Holly playthrough.
Oh, cool.
Let me take a look at who learns Vice Grip. Because you're saying Rock Climb.
Is she doing a bird team as well?
Yes. I mean, it's Holly.
Which move did you say?
Vice Grip? Because Check the Drive is saying Vice Grip could be Rock Climb as an alternative to it being Rock Smash. So I'm trying to look and see who could actually climb. Could
Well, Grota, Clink, Clang, Durant, Clauncher, Cloudser.
Yeah, my problem with it being the climb is that it's typically 1 point for most of these. The exception being Crawdont. They only have one thing that they use for the Vice Grip. Because, like, Kingler is a fiddler crab, so he's got the one bigger claw. Pinsir just has the one set of pinching horns. Mawile has the one big mouth.
I definitely think that cut makes the most sense.
That cut makes the most sense?
Yeah.
Actually, that might make more sense. I had it as a Rock Smash.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm down with it being a cut, actually.
My second pick was going to be Strike.
Yeah, I was just thinking Rock Smash because the description was it grabs it and crushes it.
Yeah.
But I'm down with cut. Alright, so we're at Waterfall. Whirlwind. So now the question is Whirlwind another fly or is Whirlwind defog? Yeah, I think so as well. But wing attack is fly.
I don't know. I think it could be like good for.
Nope,
Cut.
it's fly.
I think cut is
Definitely fly. 112% fly.
Like there's a lot of things.
Fly.
Like sight.
Fly.
That they could use.
Fly. Def. Fly. I actually wrote it. I actually wrote out fly, def, fly. Withdraw is going to be nothing, I think. And that brings us actually to the very last move, which is Wrap. So, what would Wrap be? Squeezes foes. We also did actually manage to put every HM that we set out to put on here on here. Some more than others, but we did put everything on here. We put Fly on here 3 times, I think. We put Defog on here 3 times. Rock Climb, I think, was 3 or 4 times. Flash we put on here a good 7 or 8 times. Strength we put on here a lot. Surf we put on here 5 or 6 times, I think. And Cut was on here a lot. And Rock Smash was on here a lot. So yeah, I'm actually willing to call that fairly successful. Actually, I kind of like Wrap as a rock climb. Using similar logic to Vine Whip rock climb. Where it's grabbing onto things to climb up.
Imagining an Ekans just like biting the top of a cliff while you climb up it.
I love it. It's climb. It's rock climb forever now. Because I was thinking like grabbing it with its coils, but the mental image of an Ekans just like whoop, and just sinking its teeth in like a grappling hook. Just like the trainer pulling the Ekans out, swinging it around by its tail, throwing the head to the top. 100% rock climb. Nickname the Ekans grappling hook. Just have a team that can do stuff. Have one thing for each thing, and refer to the team as your utility belt. This is how you be Batman in Pokemon. But like the shitty version of Batman. Actually, I much prefer that version of Batman to modern Batman. But, whatever. Apparently Heatmore, through breeding, can learn Rap.
Huh.
I'm not really sure what it's rapping with.
Its tongue?
Its tongue is made of fire.
Yeah.
Isn't that fire spin? Pretty sure it's just using fire spin.
He learned how to make it on fire from his mom.
Unless his mom was a Rapidash, I'm not really sure how that's possible.
Maybe his mom was a Rapidash.
Then who was his dad?
A heat mortar?
Then how did he get Rap?
Well, the Rapidash got Rap from her mother.
How did the Rapidash get Rap? Rapidash can't learn it.
Don't ask questions you're not ready to know the answer to.
Hey look, Chimico can learn Rap. That's neat. Anyway. So, we are already running a bit over, but we did start a bit late. So I'm going to go into the world's briefest discussion on why you might pick one solution over the other. Starting with the fact that I think the Pokemon Company really picked the right solution for what they were trying to do, which is they were trying to make it more approachable, and they were trying to make this system that was a bit bizarre make much more sense, which they really did. They made it much, much more usable. The reason why you might pick a system like this, which, as you can see, is a lot more work, and we just did the Gen 1 moves. If we were doing all of the moves, it would have taken a lot more time. And this is just to figure out what we wanted to do with the moves, not even including the time to actually code them, or if we wanted to do multiple animations for each one, which we probably wouldn't do. But if we did, that would be extra time designing those, making those. would all take extra time. So it's a huge undertaking to do something like this. But you might do this if you really wanted to focus and double down on the individuality and personal expression aspect of Pokemon, and you really wanted people to be able to have more variety in their teams and be able to do kind of whatever they wanted with their teams, because this lets people explore the world fully using all of the HMs to do to be able to access all of the areas without being locked into any particular Pokemon or moves, just to be able to do it. Okay, and that was a very brief discussion, but I said it was going to be, because we are already well over time. So, with that in mind, please remember, join us for the 24-hour stream this Friday. It's going to be a ton of fun, and it's going to be our last stream of 2016. We are going to go out with a bang, and it's going to leave us dead for a little while, and we won't be back until 2017. So please remember to do that. Come, if you can and want to, donate to Extra Life. They're a great cause. They do a lot of great work, and the money from our stream is going to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. I encourage you to look them up. They do a lot of great work. They're a really great local charity. So if you've got the means to, please consider donating to them. And either way, just come by, talk and chat, engage with us, or don't. That's cool too. If you just want to hang out and watch.
They even don't come.
No, do come. It's what all the cool kids are doing. And also the uncool kids. It's what everybody's doing. It's going to be great. Anyway, also Philip, if you just cannot wait the 2 days, if you can't wait 2 days to get your KrakenQuake fix on, which I understand, it's quite a long time, Philip will be here tomorrow to give you a little something to tide you over. But really, it's the 24-hour stream. Get hyped for it. It's gonna be awesome. I'll see you all there. Bye-bye.